Let us start with topic number 2, solutions of the equation. Again, solutions of the equation. What is an equation? An equation is the state of being equal or equally balanced. Let's consider the following mathematical statements. 1 plus 2 equals 3, 5 minus 1 equals 4. So each of the above statements is called an equation because it contains a left-hand side and a right-hand side joined by an equal sign. So what is an equation? They should be what? Equal or equally balanced. And what is equal or equally balanced? That is your left hand and your right hand, and the symbol in the middle or the one that joined the left and the right side is an equal symbol or equal sign. So here in 1 plus 2 equals 3, 1 plus 2 is your left hand side and 3 is your right hand side, or LHS is equal to RHS. So an equation means they are equal. Now, aside from that, sometimes unknowns or variables take the place of numbers. An equation can contain unknowns as well as numbers. So sometimes we cannot just use 1 plus 2 equals 3, 5 minus 1 equals 4. There are some instances that we can use unknown numbers or what we call your variables. So variable means numbers that we do not know and we represent it by letters. For example, a plus 3 equals 8, b minus 5 equals 3, 3 plus x equals 10, 4 minus y equals 2. So the letters A, B, X, and Y, we call them your variables or your unknowns. Now, let's go to the exercise. So we have here problem number 1. Substitute the unknown in each equation by the number in the bracket and check whether the equation is true or not. So let's start with letter A. In letter A, in x minus 3 equals 9, and our x is equal to 12. So here, our value of x is equal to 12. We are just going to substitute your x, and your x is equal to 12. So this will become 12 minus 3 equals 9, and 12 minus 3 is 9. So 9 equals 9. Is it correct? Yes. Therefore, this is true. Okay. So this is true. Letter B. And 7 minus y equals 3 and our y is equal to 0. Is it true or false? The answer is false. Why false? Because if you're going to change your y and become 0, and 7 minus 0 is not equal to 3. Move over. We have negative 15 is equal to m minus 48 and m is equal to 32. 33, m equals to 33. So negative 15 is equal to 33 minus 48 and 33 minus 48 is equal to negative 15. So negative 15 in the left side and negative 15 on the right side means it is correct. So the answer is true. I want you to try to check letter D, letter E, and letter F. Okay. So in letters E, there's something missing here. This should also be 1 over 4. Okay. Now let's go to number 2. Solve the following equation by guessing the values of the variables. In here, we will just try to guess first, but as we go over, we can also try to solve it. So let's start in letter A. Think of a number that if you're going to change letter A from this number or to this number, we will get 10 if we add that by 5. If your answer is 5, correct, A is equal to 5. Now, I'm gonna show you the method how to answer that. That is A plus 5 is equal to 10. Now, we have your left hand side is equal to right hand side. We can also make a new one, and that is your letter is equal to number. Letter is equal to number. So let's figure out, is a letter or a number? That is a letter, so we put it on the same side. We have here plus 5 or positive 5. Is that a letter or a number? And we know that it is a number, so we have to move it to the other side. So letter is equal to number. If it is letter, we move it. If it is in the letter, we should move it to the letter side. If it is a number, we should move it to the number side. So we have 5. We have to move that from letter side or to the left going to the right. So if we move a number or any parts of the left or right to the other side, we have to change the symbol. So that is positive will become negative, negative will become positive, multiply will become divided by, and divided by will become multiply. Since this is positive 5, if we move that, that will become, okay, that will become negative 5 plus 10, and negative 5 plus 10 is equal to 5. That is how we answer problems in this example. Okay, let's answer letter B. For letter B, how do we answer letter B? That is B over 2 is equal to 15 minus 8. What is 15 minus 8? That is 7. So B over 2 is equal to 7. Now again, letter is equal to number. Now we know that letter B is a letter, so it will stay, but number 2 is a number, so we have to move it. Going back, if we move a division or half fraction or divide, it will become multiply. Multiply will become divide. Positive or plus will become minus, and minus will become plus. Now this is divided by 2. If we are going to move that, we are going to move division to become multiplication. So we have here now is x is equal to 7 multiplied by 2, or 7 times 2. So x is equal to 14. Okay, I hope you understand letter A and letter B. Okay, let's start with letter C. In letter C, C minus 1 over 4 is equal to 0. Again, C minus 1 over 4 is equal to 0. Well, this is quite easy. So we have C minus 1 over 4 is equal to 0. Again, letter is equal to number. C is a letter, so it will stay. Negative 1 over 4 is a number, so we have to move that from negative will become positive plus 0. Since that is a plus 0, we don't need to write it anymore. Okay, in letter D, you have negative m is equal to 0. Now what is m? Well, 0 is not a number, or not a positive integer or a negative integer, meaning 0 is neither positive or negative. So what is m? M, we can write it as also as 0. Why? Because of your negative m. Since that is negative, we can multiply 0 by a negative as well, because we need to cancel out the negative sign. So m is equal to 0 times the negative, or that is negative 1. Okay, so this will become, that is multiply, we move it, become divide, negative 1, still m equals to 0. But similarly, that is also m over 1 is equal to 0. We need to move the 1, negative 1 to the other side. So this will be m is equal to 0 multiplied by negative 1. Still m is equal to 0. Okay, proceeding to letter E. In letter E, this is easy if you know the rules of exponent, and that is 5 power to 0 is equal to 1. Because any number that is power to 0 will always be equal to 1. Let's go to letter F. In letter F, we have to answer P power 3 is equal to 729. What is letter P? We can answer that by getting the cube root, okay? Why cube root? Because this is number 3. So this will be cube root of P power 3. So that should be cube. So cube root of P power 3 is equal to the cube root of 729. Okay, what we do to the left, we also have to do that to the right. Now, what is cube root? This will become P is equal to what is cube root of 729? Okay, the answer is 9. Okay, letter G. In letter G, we have to find the value of T. Now, since these two numbers are the same, that is T and T, and their powers is just 1, so we will just going to do normal. So 3T minus 2T minus T is equal to 2T equals 24. Now, in here, 2T is the multiplication. We can write this as 2 multiplied by T. So if that is multiply and we have to move 2, it will become, very good, it will become divided by. So this will be T is equal to 24 divided by 2, and T now is equals to 2. Last, we have to do the last problem, letter H. For this video, this will be the last problem. We have 5x power 2 is equal to 80. Now, we cannot get the root first, but what we can do first is get out 5 or take out 5 and move it to the other. So again, this will become 5 times x power 2 equals 80. So we can move 5 to the other side. That is kun, so that will become, okay, it will become han. So x is now x power 2 is equal now to 80 divided by 5, and 80 divided by 5 is equal to, correct, 16. So x power 2 is equal to 16. Now we have to get the root so that we can take out the 2. So x square root of x power 2 is equal to 16 square root of 16. So what we have now is x is equal to 4. So that will be the solving exercises for this unit. There's still more, but we will stop in here. Please watch the video, subscribe, and thank you.